Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. Hey, welcome to our live event. This is CWZ of Zev University. We are a high performance mindset training firm out of the New York area, and we've been around for about 25 years. And today's live event here on social media is titled Easier Said Than Done. Now, how many times have we said that? How many times have you heard that? It's easier said than done. What that really means is that it's easier to say something than to do it. We can always speak something, but do we really, really want to get it done? Or do we have the desire and the passion or the know how to get it done? Well, today on this live event, we're going to show you exactly how to set a goal. We're going to show you what's holding you back and how to actually get it done by putting together a 90-day plan. So I'm excited to be here. And if you're on this live event with me here on social media, I want you to make sure that you do download the form that comes along with this training. This is some really intense training. The training that we offer is something that you probably never seen before. We normally offer this to high level executives, Fortune 1000 companies, CEO, senior VP level. So this training is something that we call high performance training, is mindset training, mental toughness training, and is based off of NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and EQ, emotional intelligence. And that's where our foundation of all of our training is based off in our 7-step program, which is called the Focus Mind. So today, this training event is going to run for about 30 minutes. I want you to be in a nice, quiet location. Please fill out the form. This form is very important because everything that you do jot down, I show you why it's so important when you do write something down. And this is the training that we have done throughout the years with a lot of top executives in different corporations, different industries here in the United States, into South America, and parts of Canada. So please be in a quiet location. Let's go ahead and get started with this training. And again, today's topic is easier said than done. So let's go ahead and get started with this training here. So the first thing we do in this training is we want you to really write down your daily habits. What do you do throughout the day? Because this is really important because whatever you do today or whatever you do tomorrow, next week is going to determine whether or not you're going to reach the goals that you're trying to reach in life, whether or not it's going to bring you closer to your goals or away from your goals. So the first step in this training that we have on social media, we want you to write down your 24 hours. What do you do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? That's the beginning on Monday to that following Sunday evening. What are you doing with your time? Because your time is so valuable. Remember, once an hour goes by, you never get it back. So we have to really focus on how valuable our time is. And how do we do that? By actually writing down what do you do 24 hours a day. And most people have never really done this. So they just really just go by their daily routine and do whatever they do on a daily basis. But write down your goals. Write down what do you do 24 hours a day, your daily habits, and then we're going to analyze that. Once we receive this information, we're going to analyze what you do 24 hours a day. We're going to show you where you should be making the improvements, and we want you to start to think about creating 2 hours per week because that's what it takes in the beginning of our program, about 2 hours per week to improve your life. So if you're trying to get to that next level, you're trying to earn more money, improve your health, whatever it might be, improve your mindset because there's so much going on in this world, then you have to have an idea what are you doing with your time. And that's 24 hours a day. So I need you to write that down, fill this in, fill in that part of the program. That's the form that comes with this training, your daily schedule. Think about what you do 24 hours a day. What am I doing in the morning when I get up? Write down your routine. What do I do before I go to work? When I get up, write down a routine. What do I do for lunch? How long is my lunch? What kind of hours I work? What am I eating for lunch? How much time do I spend watching TV? How much time do I spend on social media? Jot down all this. How much time I spend with my family? Am I taking care of my kids or my kids are grown? What am I doing with my time and how valuable is my time to me? So we can look at someone's 24-hour schedule and we can determine where you're going to be next week, a month from now, 30 days from now, 60 days from now, a year from now, because your daily habits, your daily routines is taking you either closer to your goals or away from your goals. And think about that. Whatever you do today will either bring you closer to your goals or away from your goals. And that's the reason why analyzing your 24 hours, Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, Monday through Sunday is so important because most people just don't really think about it because we run on autopilot. And I'm going to tell you what that's all about, how to change your subconscious mind and your paradigm, and why most of us are running on autopilot and really don't have that level of self-awareness what we're doing throughout the day. So Write down your 24 hours. Let's get an idea. What are you doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Now, since we know what you're doing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's from Monday morning till that following Sunday evening. Now we know what you're doing. Let's look at it. Let's take a look at it. Do I have an hour in my week that I spend on personal development and self help? Do I spend an hour, a few hours per week going to the gym, taking care of my health? Because the reason why that's so important, because your health is number one. And if you want to be a top producer, I mean, in that 1%, really making that $500,000 a year or more in income, your health is important. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why your health is so important is because you're putting in the extra hours that the average person just not willing to do. And you're up in the morning, you're grinding it out 24 hours a day, all day long. And then in the evenings, you might not go to bed until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock that night, which means, but then you got to get back early. So get back up early. So now your schedule is so intense because it takes that type of being out of the comfort zone in order to get to that 1%. If you're trying to improve your health, your career, your finances, maybe you're starting a business, maybe there's a position you want to earn in your company, trying to get to that next level, you have to be willing to sacrifice some time. So that 24 hours is so important. And now we can determine, what are you willing to give up within that 24 hours, okay? How much time are you willing to dedicate towards personal development and self-help? Think about it. Look at the schedule. It's scheduled Monday through Sunday. We need 2 hours per week. That's it. 2 hours per week to start out. How much time and what time of the day, what day are you willing to give up 2 hours to give up in order to achieve the goal that you want? Now, the average person not willing to give up anything, because now I got to give up some football. I got to give up some downtime, my gaming time. Or I can't go on social media, or I can't go party with my friends, or I can't spend time with my family members. Well, listen, sometimes you have to sacrifice in order to get to that next level. So what are you willing to give up? I need you to write down 2 hours out of the week, whatever day it might be. Could be in the morning, could be in the evening, whatever day or time it is. Write down the times that you're willing to give up 2 hours per week. Now, it could be an extra, maybe you're going to get up an extra hour in the morning. Maybe you don't have time throughout the day, so you need to, instead of getting up at 7 a.m., maybe you get up at 6 a.m., and that hour you're going to spend personal development and getting your health and your mind and your body right. Or it could be after work. Maybe you finish work at 5 or 6 in the afternoon. You say, you know what? I don't have time throughout the day. I can't do it in the morning. I take care of my kids, drop them off, whatever. But I have some time in the evening after work. I'm going to shut down my TV time. I'm going to focus on personal development. It's going to be difficult because your mind and your body is running on autopilot. Remember, your subconscious mind control about 90% of all your daily activities without you even knowing. It's like autopilot, like a program. So now you're going to get out of your comfort zone, but you have to be focused. And that's why it's so important to look at your 24-hour schedules, figure out what are you willing to give up, and be committed to it. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So now we determine what your daily habits are like. We also determine what are you willing to give up. Okay, you got to get out of that comfort zone and become comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the only way, that's the truly only way you're going to reach the level of success that you really want. And you have to really want it. And that's why we always ask our future clients, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you want it? Can you taste it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? How bad do you really want to? Think about it? When I first started out in business and I wanted success so bad, when I started out in the beverage industry, on a Snapple and Mystic route in here in New Jersey, and I wanted success so bad I can taste it, I was willing to sacrifice all the time. I was putting in 16, 18 hours a day to grind it out to get to that level of success. Because I said to myself, there's no way I'm going back to the area of New Jersey in which I grew up with. So I went to college, finished up, started a business, and I grinded out for the next 2 to 3 years. And when I looked up, I was at a level of success that I never had to look back. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? And how bad do you want it? So now we need you to figure out, what is your why? What is your reason for wanting to get to that next level, to improve your life, to earn more money? Very important. Let's talk about the topic again. The topic is easier said than done. So now we're talking about your why, your reason for wanting to get to that next level. Write it down on the form. What's your why, your reason? Maybe your reason is your family. Your why is your family. Maybe it's health. Maybe you want to move your family to a better neighborhood. Maybe you just want to earn more money. If you're looking to earn more money, which is normally about 80% of the times when we talk to a new client, they want to earn more money. Well, what are you going to do with that amount of money that you're earning? So say you want to go from making 150,000 to say $300,000. You want to double your income. What are you going to do with that extra $150,000? We need you to write that down in detail. Your reason for wanting to improve your life, the goals that you're trying to reach. Write it down in detail. In detail. Maybe you want to purchase a bigger home or buy your first home. We need you to sort of visualize that home that you want. Maybe it's a car that you want to purchase. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you just want to improve your health. You want to feel better. Maybe you want to lose weight over the next 90 days. Whatever it might be, we need you to jot down, write down your reason, your why, and go into detail about your reasons and your why. When I say go into detail, I'm talking about write down specific what it is that you want. Visualize yourself maybe losing weight. Visualize that size dress or pants that you want to purchase. Go out and make a purchase. Touch it, feel it. The reason why dealerships want you to come into the dealer to see the car, to test drive, because they know you become emotionally attached. And that's one of the keys we're going to talk about today. When you set a goal, you have to be emotionally attached. You have to have some passion for it. So the dealerships want you to come into the car dealership. They want you to touch that car. They want you to see that BMW. They want you to see that G-Wagon. They want you to see that Mercedes. They want you to test drive it. They want you to feel the leather. They want you to smell that leather. They want you to test drive it, hear the sound, look at the colors, the decor, everything. They want you to see all that because they understand the human mind. These big companies spend so much money on research and development, and they understand how the human mind works. The more senses that you are engaged in trying to achieve your goal, the greater your chances are achieving that goal. Did you know that? So if you write your goals down, that's great. But if you close your eyes and visualize the goals that you're writing down, that's going to bring you closer to that goal. If you see the goals that you're writing down, which means you go drive around that neighborhood, look at the homes that you want, walk through the open houses, touch the furniture, look at the backyard, see yourself in the swimming pool. If you do all of that, it's going to bring you closer to achieving the goals because now it goes into your subconscious mind. And once it goes into your subconscious mind, which we're going to talk about later on in this program, it starts to elevate into reality. Remember, wherever the mind is, the body will follow. So I need you to write down your why. What's your why for wanting to achieve the goals? And whatever your why is, whatever that goal is, you got to start acting upon it right now, this very moment. So if it's earning more money, write it down. What are you going to do with that extra money? What are you going to purchase? What are you going to pay off? Whatever it might be. If it's getting a better position or starting your own business, write down. Get a business plan. Put it on paper. Look at it. Go to that type of business that you want to purchase or maybe you want to start. Walk into that existing business. Look around, see what they're doing, and start visualizing yourself doing the same thing. Whatever your goals are in life, if you don't attach some emotion, keyword, emotion and passion to your goals, you will never achieve it. Remember, human beings are emotional creatures. We make our decisions based off our emotions, and then we use logic to justify our decisions. So you have to have some emotions and some passions attached to the goals that you want to achieve. And this is all mental toughness. It's all part of our 7-step program called the Focus Mind. We show you how to enhance your senses, your thinking, your feeling, your mental toughness so you can manifest the life that you truly want. This is all part of our training. So I need you to write that down. We talked about your habits. We talk about what you're willing to give up. Now I need you to write down your why, your reason for wanting to achieve the goal, and just keep in mind it's easier said than done. So I need you to write it down. If you don't write it down, it's not going to happen. There was a survey and an experiment they did back in the late '80s with some Olympic athletes. They had them visualize themselves running in the track meets, and then not only did they do that, they actually attach some electrons to their brains and to their muscles. And did you know that their brain and their muscles was moving as if they was actually physically doing it? And the reason why that's so important because the human mind cannot distinguish the difference between reality and fantasy. So when you close your eyes and when you visualize yourself in the lifestyle that you want to live or earning the type of money that you want, or you visualize yourself creating a growth mindset, and really reaching your full potential in life. The human mind cannot determine the difference between reality and fantasy. So the mind is going to think that it's actually there. And that's why it's so important to incorporate all your senses when it comes down to wanting to get to that next level, wanting to improve your life, wanting to have a better lifestyle for you and your family, or just being mentally tough. You have to have that visualization, which is all part of our training. So I need you to write down what your goals are. I need you to write down what you're going to give up in order to you're going to sacrifice in order to achieve your goals. And I want you to write down, okay, got that. Now, since we got all that going on right now, we have your habits. We talked about your habits, how your daily habits will determine whether or not it will bring you closer to your goals or away from your goals. We talked about what you're willing to sacrifice, giving up, getting out of that comfort zone, being uncomfortable, being happy, being uncomfortable, which is very important. All high achievers do the same thing. They're always uncomfortable, always putting themselves in an uncomfortable predicament because they know that's the only way they're going to reach their full potential and beyond. And by the way, I don't like to use that term full potential because that means it puts a ceiling on what you can achieve. But for right now, we're going to use that term full potential. But you get what I'm saying. High achievers are always looking to improve themselves, always looking to get better. And how are you going to do that? By being uncomfortable all the time. Then we talk about your reason, your why. That's important. Now we go into your goals. So I need you to write down the goals that you want to achieve over the next 90 days. Write it down on the form. If you haven't downloaded the form, please download the form that comes with this training program and write down your goals over the next 90 days. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, write them down in detail. Make it very visible that you can actually see it, you can think about it, you feel it. There's some passion, some emotion to it, which is very important. Now write it down. Then we're going to go into a timeline. Timeline is very important. If you don't put a timeline to it, then guess what? You're not going to be motivated. It's not going to create any urgency. A timeline to any goal that you're trying to achieve must be written, must be attached to that goal. So for example, say you want to lose 30 pounds over the next 90 days. But if you say I just want to lose 30 pounds and then you don't go out and purchase the new clothes that you want to wear when you hit that 30-pound mark that you lost, and you don't see yourself doing it, and you don't put a time frame on it or a timeline, then guess what? You're going to lollygag around. You're not going to get it done, and it's probably not going to happen because you didn't use all of your senses when it comes down to achieving your goal. This is all part of mental toughness, and it's difficult, and that's the reason why we title this training "It's Easier Said Than Done." I mean, we all know pretty much what to do on a daily basis, right? But it's just difficult. It's hard to do every day because there's so much going on. But when you have the mental toughness training that we offer here at Zev University, you'd be surprised how your self-awareness kicks in and you're able to achieve the goals that you want. So I need you to put a timeline to the goals that you just written down, your new goals. Let's say over the next 90 days. And you're going to put a timeline to it. And that timeline is going to create urgency. That timeline is going to keep that goal in front of you. That timeline is going to motivate you and push you to manifest the goals that you want to reach in over the next 90 days. Okay, so important. So let's put a timeline on it. Because if you don't put a timeline on it, you're going to put it on the back burner and you're going to forget about it. And there's an old saying, out of sight, out of mind, right? We've all heard that before. So without that timeline, you're not going to be able to reach your goals. You might, but it's going to be difficult. But the reason why we're here on this live event is to put all of our training over the last 25 years together, put into this close to 30-minute presentation, live presentation, and give you as much as we can over the next few minutes so you can manifest and get an idea how easy it is, but it's difficult to achieve your goals. But you have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have the 7-step program that we put together, it's going to be difficult. And that's the reason why most people never really achieve their goals, because they don't have a timeline, they don't write their goals down, they don't have a why, they don't understand how the subconscious mind works, and how they just go on by their daily life on autopilot, doing the same thing over and over again. Now we've all been in that situation, right? You make the same mistake over and over again. You say to yourself, "Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over and over again?" Because you're running on autopilot. Your subconscious mind, you've been programmed to do certain things throughout your life experiences, which is called your paradigm. You've been programmed to do certain things, and you just react a certain way. And the self-awareness is not there until you realize you're doing something that you really don't want to do, and you're trying to figure out how to make that change. Well, Today on this live event, we're going to show you how to make that change because we're going to show you what's really in control of your daily habits and what's guiding you down the wrong way, which is your paradigm, your subconscious mind. That's the reason why our training is so effective because we only work on the subconscious mind, which controls about 90% of all your daily activities. So now that we have all that said and done, you worked on your habits, you worked on giving up whatever it is you're going to give up the time slot, whatever it might be. You're going to cut back on some TV. Maybe you're going to go to the gym in the morning instead of going in the afternoon, or maybe you're going in the afternoon instead of the morning. Whatever your schedule allows you to do, but you have to put in at least 2 hours per week on mental toughness training to get to that next level. Because this is something that top executives do across the board. Top engineers, top doctors, athletes, they all study something called NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, which is the foundation of our 7-step program here at Zev University. And our 7-step program is called the Focus Mind. So they all go through that same training. When you see top athletes, when you see Tiger Woods, when he was in his prime, Tiger Woods studied NLP. Michael Jordan studied NLP. LeBron James, NLP. Tom Brady, NLP. Certain actors, Tom Cruise, these people study NLP, neuro linguistic programming. They understand that the mind is more powerful than what we actually think it is. And the average person is using about 10%. These top performers are using 15, 20%. They're up there. I mean, these billionaires are using these mindset training to enhance their overall life and performance. And now we're giving it to you in this 30-minute presentation. We're trying to squeeze it all in. 25 years of learning, we're trying to squeeze it in this 30-minute presentation. That's what we're trying to do for you today. So now that we have all that said and done, we put together all the ingredients that you need to get to the next level. Now it's time to create a new life plan over the next 90 plus days. So we need to write down what your goals are for the next 90 plus days. Where do you want to be starting today and 90 days from now, whatever the date is? Okay. Where you want to be in your health, where you want to be in your career, where you want to be in your finances, where you want to be in your relationships, personal and business. You need to write it down on the form, fill it out completely. Okay. Make sure you write down all the information. Be as detailed as possible. Don't hold anything back. Okay, because when you hold back, you're not going to help yourself. You're going to actually hurt yourself when you hold back. So be as complete as possible when it comes down to explaining what your new life plan, where your goals want to be for the next 90 days. And on this form, we need you to fill out your contact information and send it in either through fax, should be a fax number on the form, or you can email it in directly to us. And once we receive this form from you, we're going to reach back out to you and schedule your free discovery call, strategy call, and it's all complimentary. Okay, there's no cost. It takes about an hour. We're going to sit down with you through a Zoom call and analyze everything that you put down on this form. Remember, this is free, high advanced mindset training that we normally give to our executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs, business owners that are running at least a $5 million or more revenue type annual revenue business. Okay, so now we're giving it to the general public, one time only. So write down all your information, your contact information. We reach back out to you and schedule your complimentary call for you. Okay, again, my name is C.W. Zev of Zev University. I'm excited about this. I know you are excited. I'm pumped because we have changed so many lives with our program over the last 2.5 decades. We have helped out a lot of people, and we're here to help you out as much as we possibly can. This is a free live event. This normally 30 minutes of this training can cost you, believe it or not, cost you thousands of dollars to get 30 minutes of this training. But we're doing it for you free here on this live event on social media. So take advantage of it. Print out the form, download the form, fill out the form, go through the training, send this information into us, send this form into us. We will reach out to you as soon as we can, put you on a calendar, which is a free call. We give you all the information we possibly can about how to take your life performance to the next level because it's all about mindset, mental toughness trainings these days. And with everything going on in the world, mental toughness is actually the new frontier. Mindset is the new frontier. It's no longer the sky or the space or the ocean. It's really up here. It's all up here. And if you understand how the human mind works, if you get just a taste of what the subconscious mind is all about, you'll be surprised how much of more of a potential you can achieve just by having a complete understanding of how your mind works and being self-aware of what you're doing on a daily basis, how a small percentage can change your life a great deal. So send the information in. We'd be very excited to get it from you, and then we will reach back out to you and schedule your free call. Again, my name is CW Zev. This is Zev University. You can reach us at zev.com, or you can call us toll free at 1-888-226-5051, extension 701, or you can dial 0 for the operator. I'll give you that number again. That's 1-888. It's a toll free number, 226-5051, extension 701, or dial 0 for the operator. I'm excited to hear from you. I'm excited to be on this live event with you in social media. And remember, come run with us at Zev University. We're going to show you exactly how to reach the next level. Have a great day and take care.